Is this thing on? Is this working? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How are you?
SpeakEasy Conversation 72. It's just us, for better and probably worse. How are you, Doug?
Great, man. How about you?
Oh my God.
And dead bird hat too. Nice.
Dead bird hat. All kinds of bad. I look very white tonight. That's never good. Well, you're the one that's supposed to look white, Doug. I can't
That's
be out
fair.
here looking
That's
white.
fair.
I can't be out here. I found a beer, Doug. You go first because I'm over here challenged.
All right. Thanks, Wisconsin. We're gonna go with this is my beer, Doppelsticky Alt Beer, baby, from Giant Jones. Look at that, man. They just make great fucking labels, dude. Look how fucking great that is. This was like their regular one, but they also had a barrel aged version of this at Great Taste that was fucking nominal. I don't know. Did you have that one at Great Taste?
I didn't have a Giant Jones beer at Great Taste.
Craig. I love you, man, but whoo, that was a miss. But you get them all the time, so I get it. Though. You get them all the time. So
it's a thing.
Did you see the nice color on that? Also, this one is 8.3%, 9.6. Excuse me. This is a big boy, which is why this would probably be my only beer for the show because it's a fucking huge bottle too. So yeah, cheers.
Wait. What was the ABV on that one again?
9.6.
All right. This background is not it, y'all. I don't know. It's just a mess. Let's see here, Doug. What is it? What are the tasty notes on that one?
One, fucking delicious. It's almost like a heavier wheat beer, like with a little caramelized sweetness in it. So it's super drinkable. Problem is, it's very dangerous. It's fucking 9.6, but it's like it's not crushable because of the caramelization, which is really sweet. But it's like a sweetened wheat beer, but like just not like any beer that I've ever had. Like it's an alt beer. Like you had an alt beer. We've all had alt beers. This is like not like any of those. Like just excellent job by Jessica and Erica and all of those folks.
It's definitely not. It's definitely a Doppelsticky.
Doppelsticky.
All right. I found in my beer fridge. I didn't think I had anything. Rookery, Doug.
Rookery. All right.
I don't know. Did you have Rookery while you were out here? Where they were?
No, I couldn't. I don't think I saw where they were because I wanted to try some of theirs.
They do the old God damn fly. They do the old oak barrel saison things.
Ooh, that sounds nice. How is that beer?
It's tart, but not too tart. Nice tart, nice saison-y, funk at the end there. With a pretty hard tartness. Well, not hard, but assertive. Nice if you like those kind of assertive, tarty, saison oak kind of things. So yeah, while we're here, Doug, you recently were at Giant Jones. And one thing I actually recently just thought about is one of the things that I see as far as being in the Badger Beer thing is people's trends of drinking and what people are drinking and stuff. And one of the things that the data is showing and where people are buying more, Doug, is low ABV and NA options.
Mhm.
Now, it's definitely there's a level of not it's not about money so much in that area because you're still paying money for, pretty quality too for some NA sometimes, right, Doug? And some of those
Sure.
lower ABVs. So my thought is, and the next time I roll into Giant Jones, I'll be having these conversations with Miss Jessica Jones because um the low AB thing is a hard trend now. I don't know how long it's going to go. I don't know where it's going, but a lot of breweries are playing into this. You see these 3% beers. Uh, Badger Beer Report just collabed on a 3.6% beer for, you know what I mean, the Nerdy Beer Brawl. So I'm interested to see how Giant Jones specifically deals with this, if they deal with it at all, Doug, or do they have to? Um,
No, no, they did have some NAs like NA like the options like that you could choose if that was your deal, you know what I mean? So yeah.
right, but the low ABV they don't fuck with at all. Not even
No,
gentle.
they don't
So
make it. They
they
just had
go
like I think it had like athletic options or something like that.
no,
Yeah.
no, no, right, right, right. But I'm being specific between NA and low ABV. If you're making if
Sure.
my point is right. So then again, Jessica doesn't fuck with that. So like, how does that again? Like, I don't feel it will hurt them where their location is, if that makes sense. With
Yeah.
working draft up the street and vintage up the
And
other
Vintage right
way.
around the corner. Yeah.
But I'm still kind of cringing on that though.
I think because Jessica's brewery, their brewery is very like I'm not gonna say niche. Niche is the wrong word, but they have a very specific vibe and
Mm,
a specific thing they do. And the people that
it's
love them, and they will not stop going there to get beer just because other people are getting. Now the thing is they could have someone come in and be like, I want something low, and they'll be like, well, we have these athletic options if you want NA stuff. We don't brew it, but if you want something that's lighter, but I think the lowest ABV beer I saw there when I was there was like 6.8, and that's not a high. That's not a super high ABV. That I was
mm.
rather surprised. That was a low ABV for them.
Wasn't that our beer?
Yeah, I think that was.
Okay, so then that wasn't normal on
No,
their menu.
no, but they had another one that was like I think 7 or something like that. There was one that
Yeah,
was
that's
for them that was
their
low. For them it was
sparkling
low,
ale. It was a Giant Jones. I
which
believe it's
was
their
excellent.
sparkling ale.
But it was
Yes,
excellent
yes, 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 yes,
because
yes.
you expect excellence there because Jessica's a
But
fucking phenomenal brewer. But yeah,
that sparkling ale and that malt liquor, those things drink very, very low. So you just have to. I think you have to get those low. So are the I don't know, Doug, because I'm not really in this. Are the low ABV people, are they there because of they want to drink more because of the low ABV, or are they there because they're shunning away the high ABV things? Because my point is it's really interesting because Jessica Jones could get those low ABV people in there because a lot of those lower beers that she makes don't drink that high, right?
right.
Especially that malt liquor and that one that we're talking about.
Yeah,
But
that was weird.
if people are like, oh, I'm only doing low ABV, I'm not going to Giant Jones that has giant beers, right? So I don't. What do you think about that?
I I I get what you're saying, but like the thing is what's weird is saying that a malt liquor drinks low, and that one did. That was like one of the that was probably the best tasting malt liquor I've ever had in my life. But it didn't drink like St. Ides or any of that shit. It drank like
It was
it was
phenomenal.
just such a good beer.
It is phenomenal. Actually, it's still on tap, I believe.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
Jerry made a point here, so I don't know if you want to pop it up, which I think is a really good point. Excuse me. I think that's a great point. Like you could have, let's say you have, like for instance, like you go to Vintage. Vintage has a gazillion fucking taps, so they're going to have some low ABV options. That's a different place than Giant Jones. If you go into Giant Jones, I think you're going for. I'm going because I like their level, what they do.
I, I think Giant Jones is literally the only exception to the whole rule, actually, and that's why I'm picking that one because I think every other brewery has a light lager or something like that. I'm specifically targeting our friends at Giant Jones just only because You know what I mean, Doug? I don't know. Does anybody else know of any other brewery that does? We're just going to do high ABV and that's it. And Jessica does have some. Again, they have wine, they have kombucha, like you said. They have NA options. They have all kinds of options. Don't get me wrong, but specifically for beer, they like to stay above that 7. So Jessica will dip in the high 6s, and then she'll have her friend's beer on or some shit, right? But like she won't, you know what I mean? But like, and even then when I was talking to Mari's like, what's the ABV? And I was
Yeah.
like,
What about Central Waters though? Central Waters has that barrel program. That's what they're known for. But they also do make some beers that aren't crazy high ABV. But like
oh,
when you go to Central Waters, you're going. I feel like you're going for their barrel program. You're not going
right,
for.
right. Central
And
Order is a
there's a
good one.
market for it. There's a market
Right.
for it.
But they sneak a couple light lagers in there, Doug. They do.
They do. Well, I had one. Remember,
we
I had my
yeah.
flight, and I had 5 barrel aged things,
Huh.
and I was like, I need to break it up with something. And then I went with a Mexican lager with lime, except they just were like, let's put every lime in existence into this lager. It's like so
Mm,
it was the most acidic lager I think I've ever had in my life. But like
I had
I
the Japanese rice lager. That was excellent.
that was phenomenal. That was excellent.
Right. So even there, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're like, you're gonna go and be like, yo, I'm gonna have like 7 of these, barrel aged ones, and someone's gonna drive my ass home. But
You're not driving.
right, but the low ABV guy could drive home, right? After he has, he sips on like 1 or 2 and he's good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Also, I would like to say Central Waters has some of the best like merch I saw when I was there. Like their merch is just such a great like variety of things. I think I got a sweatshirt for Jill, and then I got me this like one like long sleeve hooded shirt that was excellent. It if you can go, there's like I said, there's I will say the 3 places I liked the most there were Central Waters, Giant Jones, obviously, and Working Draft. Now that doesn't mean I did. I like McFleshman's a lot too. I need to add them because they had cask ales. I don't get cask ales. Like Bobby McFleshman is just that guy is like a genius of what he does, and I just ugh. I like Vault because of how they represent and they do a lot of their classic. Like this is Vault would be like Jeff. That'd be Jeff Tepper's like home. I feel like the kind of beers they make would be Tepper be all over that stuff.
And why? What? Describe it.
It
What is
is
it like?
well.
Yeah.
It's in a bank and it has like a bank vault in the basement, which is kind of fun. But they make a lot of classic styles and they make them exceptionally well. So and McFleshman's does the thing is they make classic like Czech and German styles. Like there we are having a milk pour with Carrie. It is very much though that place is more modern. And here's McFleshman's, which is like an old English pub vibe. So like I feel like Jeff would be at home at both of those places. And
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
the vibe of McFleshman's,
Mm-hmm.
that was the best vibe of any place we went. Like as
Mm,
far as aesthetic
mm,
and look and feel,
mm.
that was the best place I went for vibe. The best vibe for people was Giant Jones, but the best vibe for like the environment. Now, when we went, to be fair, when we went to McFleshman, there was like nobody there. It was us. We opened the place. So yeah, and JHG said this. JHG, that guy, basically they stripped that place down to the studs and then they rebuilt it to make it look like an old English bar. I, I I'm in awe of what they did with that place. It's just great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, man. We didn't really get to talk last week about specifics on the trip.
Mhm.
I know another place that you liked a lot was this one. This is our first stop, right?
Vintage was great. That was a really cool location. You can't tell, but behind it is like a creek or a river. I can't remember which, but it's like really pretty. They have just like I think like 30 goddamn taps. Their food is excellent. We had an awesome server named Mara. She was
Mm-hmm.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Mara
funny.
was great.
Mara was great when we had Mikey on here last week. He knew Mara pretty
Mm-hmm.
first. Like he knows Mara and her husband, and like so it's just like a family thing. Vintage, like if you want food, man, their food was just ridiculously good.
Mm-hmm. And then this place. Was
Oh, Jay Henry.
yeah. Yeah. So before we get to Jay Henry, yeah. So yeah, McFleshman's. Not only do they have side pulls, nitros, cast iron, their own NAs, JT, Tucker.
Everything.
Yeah, and then they got all the pours, the Milko pours, the side pours. I mean, it's just, and then and then it's just like I'll pull up a menu. I didn't take the menu. I usually take the menu there because every time it's different. But they have like hoppy, dark,
Yeah, they go
light.
the gamut.
They just like so yeah. So like it's just you walk in there every time it's something new, it's something different. But it's also just classic English styles. Now I think where Vault is different, Doug, style wise, is they fuck with more of the like the Czech styles and the German styles, and Bobby definitely is more in the English area. But don't get you wrong, Bobby can make a sour, Bobby can make all the American styles. So one of the things that you were unfortunately missed was his fucking collaboration with Fuller's. They did an ESP, Doug, last year, and it was yeah, it was that's what it was.
I'm sad now.
That's
I'm sad.
literally what it was. Right? It was the best ESP. I'm pretty sure I've had in my entire fucking life. So, and I don't know what Bobby did. I don't know what they did. I don't know I don't know, but he brewed that at McFleshman's, and it was. Every time I see Bobby, I'm like, when is that? Is this happening again? What are we? He's like, I talked to them, and I'm like, good. You need to keep talking. So another thing, Doug, I will make sure you get. But Carrie was talking about it. It hasn't happened yet. Is the collaboration between Giant Jones and McFleshman's, which is going to set the
what
world.
What is that going to be?
It's going to set the Wisconsin beer scene on fire.
Okay, whatever that is, I need some of that.
Yeah, I'll make sure. I don't ship often, but when I do, you're gonna get one of those because, yeah, that shit. All right, yeah, dog. So oh yeah. We should talk a little bit more in depth about this place. We tucked in Doug's first day. We tucked in Jay Henry, which is 10 minutes away from my house.
Yep.
That's generous, actually. 10 minutes. What was going on here, Doug? Why'd you stop here? Why'd you want to stop here? And what was the result?
Well, what's interesting is I'm not a bourbon drinker. I'm a Scotch drinker. So, and those are very different animals, I think. For like, if you have a palate that's kind of looking at, if you're looking at Scotch, you have certain characteristics you're looking for bourbon and rye. Like this is bourbon and rye house, and Jay Henry is kind of legendary within the Wisconsin circles, as far as I know. And my brother-in-law, who met you in Wisconsin, didn't go here, which I'm so surprised he didn't. I was like, well, now I have to go here and I can rub it in. The bourbons are great. The rye about made me freaking made me just almost like have my hair stand up on whatever little hair I have in my hair stand up. No, Imani, that is not someone's house.
It kind of
is. It kind of is in a house, but it's not a house.
Yeah, it was a house though. I'm pretty sure, right, Doug?
I think so, but like
yeah,
it's not a house now. But
you can tell by structurally, yeah.
But it's like this fucking like acreage, and it has barns all over the place, but there's like the barns are like where they store the booze and all that stuff. What's funny is we got there, so the people that were serving us, that lady there in the picture, another lady, they were my daughter's age, and there's a little disconnect in how to communicate because I'm 55 and those girls were in their early 20s. But the enthusiasm they had for things was great. Like they were just so enthusiastic. It was awesome.
There was a Valley Girl tinge, y'all. How about that? We'll just say that. Yep. That was, if y'all get that, there was that. But they were just like, and they were bubbly and like fun, and like Doug and I came in. I mean, it wasn't like we were down or anything. Doug was just got here, but their like energy level, Doug, was like
Right.
higher than what we were like. Yeah, and we were like here. I mean, we were hanging, right? But
Yeah,
they were
we
like,
were at low.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They were like, we were like, whoa, and then like we eased into them, and then I don't know, it just got better from there, right, Doug?
Yeah, for sure. There was a couple of guys sitting next to us that we ended up talking to about some things too, and it was a good vibe. It was a good vibe. It's not a very big bar, as you can see. Like there was a little bit, like you were sitting. That's basically your view. I'm sitting next to you, and then there's two guys. So the bar might be 6 seats, but they're seating behind. So it's a small little place. But man, it was just cool. They recently put this little fire pit outside with a bunch of Adirondack chairs. That looks like it would be great during the fall. Like just when you have a nice fire going, when it's cool, you have some whiskey, and you're just that would be just an awesome place to hang when it's cool. So that was just a good experience. It was not what I expected. I was like, I'm going to go in here and it's going to be some stodgy old white dude talking to me about how great bourbon is, but it wasn't that at all. It was these young women who knew what they were talking about. It wasn't like they were uneducated or didn't know what they were talking about. They knew. So it
Mm-hmm.
was great that they
Mm-hmm.
knew what the fuck they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
Mm-hmm.
just like they were very bubbly, and I was like, I'm not sure what to do with this. And then finally, I was like, they're just fucking people, and you just talk to them, and then finally, you just find relatable things. The one girl I was talking to about vinyl, and like it was cool. It was cool.
All right, Doug. So then we went to what I like to call the gayest brewery on the planet.
Delta Beer Lab. All right, so this this was like if you're an ally of LGBTQ folks, this is the place to go. Now, and what's funny is this and Giant Jones are both like you get that vibe right off the bat. This is even more so than Giant Jones, which is saying something because Giant Jones is very open about who they are. But good beers, just like I cannot remember the guy. Oh, was it Ben we were talking to? The guy that's like the guy we talked about maybe having him on the show. I have to talk to him. I have his card.
Bradley.
Bradley, that's it. Sorry, I was thinking B word, B name. Bradley was great. Yeah, we had your first collab, your stout collab there. That's the first time we had it. Great collab, great beer.
Talk about that beer.
The beer was excellent. Blooded. Yeah, stout blooded. It's a great American stout. Like, here's the thing: is American stout, you're expecting certain things, and this beer hit all the notes. It was perfect. No notes. Delta Beer Lab is just a cool place. We went there twice. What's funny is Delta Beer Lab, they're science oriented. And the first time we went there, what they do is they have all these different sized beakers and glass apparatus with liquids in them that are the colors of the pride flag, which is cool. And then when we went to go have your collab, and they had the beaker from the Muppets in a beaker on the shelf, which just cracked me up. I love that. So yeah, great time there.
Yeah, Delta's awesome. And I don't know, superb beers, right? Like, really can't say anything bad about them. Doug, actually, this is a perfect time for this. Talk about this stop, which everybody I sure wants to know about.
New Glarus. All right, so it was fun because we were like, first of all, they're building a whole new facility, and we thought we were heading there. And that whole road is closed off, which shows you how much of a stranglehold that brewery has on this tiny little Swiss town. Like they just were like, nope, you got to go over here. And then we couldn't figure out where to go. And then we figured it out. That straight ahead was a tasting room where we went in and you got like, hey, you're going to pay X amount of dollars and you get 3 samples. And these were the things you could sample: the Stone Fruit Splash, the Totally Naked, Spotted Cow, which is that's the thing that built New Glarus's whole empire. Yokel, which was interesting, that I really like. Tail Wagger, which I didn't have. Moon Man, which I've had. Strawberry Rhubarb, which is my favorite New Glarus beer ever. And Creek, which was their release. They released that day. And I have a bottle of that in my cellaring fridge downstairs. So, yeah, it was... it's New Glarus. Like this is an iconic stop to have. There's Greg with the Creek.
Yeah, keep talking, Doug.
So what was fun is we're in line, and it's not a big line. I was surprised. I figured the line would be bigger. Um, I think that's because it was the day before the Great Taste, so people were kind of all over the place. But here comes the head brewer of Sway walking up, and you're like, "Hey!" And you go, and I'm standing in the line, and there's Greg doing his thing, walking away, leaving me on my lonesome, which was fine. I don't give a shit
With
because
my
I can
Sway shirt on.
with your Sway shirt on. Which again, I think we talked about this last week. You had the perfect shirt on for everybody you were going to meet that day, just by chance. Met the Boulder Junction person. We were at Giant Jones. You had a Boulder Junction shirt
Tracy.
on. It was just, yeah, it was just great. New
Mm,
Glarus did not disappoint. So yeah,
mm-mm. While we're here, that Yoko.
yeah.
The
You
Yoko
didn't like
is
Yoko before.
the Yoko is it's a Wisconsin lager, but
Unfiltered.
it was unfiltered. That one was unfiltered. I think the one that goes out wasn't unfiltered. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, I didn't. But when I was a craft beer baby, I did not like the Yoko at all. Not even remotely. But like I don't know. That was I thought the best beer I had that day. I fucking love that shit. That was just great. But yeah, I mean, all these are better. The splash, y'all. That's New Glarus's seltzer line, and in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, and it's just my opinion, hold your seats. It's the worst product that they do. They should, in my opinion, discontinue it. The watermelon one, in my opinion, is atrocious. So I look. I say nice things about New Glarus all the time, and they deserve it all the time. But like, I just don't think any place, Doug, has you're not gonna like everything at one place. You're just
Nope.
not. It's just not possible, especially a powerhouse like New Glarus, who has what 50 SKUs of beer, some bullshit a year. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
but that's their seltzer. They don't put enough fruit in it. It tastes artificial. Dan, respectfully, y'all, and Deb, what are y'all doing? I know y'all don't watch me, so I know y'all barely know what Badger Beer Report is, and that's fine. That's fine. Y'all don't have to. Y'all go. Love you, but y'all splashes. Ugh, sorry. Anyway, keep it in clean, Doug. We can't be showering everybody with gifts all the time, right?
Sometimes we gotta keep it a buck, as you say.
We gotta keep. And it's funny, Doug. Once I started bashing New Glarus, we lost like 10 viewers. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that's all right. They'll come back.
no, no BS. No BS.
All good, man.
No, oh yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, what are we gonna do? So then, Doug, we tried to get you some Schlitz. And what happened here?
Yeah, they weren't open until like noon, and it was like 11:15. We're like, yeah, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Doug made
And,
that
and,
decision.
and you were supposed to have you had Schlitz at your house, and I totally forgot to snag one to take home.
Mm-hmm.
That's my bad.
And then I don't know, Doug. I don't know if you had any more wrap up moments. We talked about it a lot, but if you had any more wrap up moments from this day,
Oh, that's our next album, apparently. Simon. Uh, yeah, I was very happy to meet the Venture guys. I know you had some qualms with them about not doing a collab, but you know, small things.
listen, families fight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah, for
Okay,
sure. But
cool.
I got to meet Rob and Simon, so that was cool. I got to meet both of them, and that was sweet.
Mm-hmm. And they were in their element for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So it was nice because Simon came out and like kind of tracked us down, and we were talking for a little bit. So it was cool because it's my first time out there, and we've met. I've talked to most of the people on the show, and just like it was cool just to meet as many people. I missed several people. Mike Zoller was there, Chicago Beer, missed him, missed Maggie Skinner. No, Maggie wasn't there. It was
No,
Laura.
Maggie wasn't there. You missed
No,
Laura Hall.
Laura
You
Hall. I
missed
missed
Greg
her.
T.
Greg T. I missed him.
Mm-hmm.
There was another person, and I It's escaping
You
my
miss Garth. I miss Garth.
Garth. I missed him too.
I
That
miss
that
Garth.
fucking festival is so fucking massive. You're gonna miss people. There's too many people to
You
be able
saw
to just.
Chelsea, right?
I did see Chelsea for a bit, her and her husband, which was
Oh yeah,
nice.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like I
yeah.
saw them for like 5 minutes. I got to see
Oh, I
Draws.
saw. Yeah, I saw him less than you.
Yeah, I saw Chris Strasner, which was cool.
I saw
I
Draws a little bit.
Yeah,
I
man,
was stuck with Joel.
Draws is such a good dude. I was glad I got to see him in person.
Yeah, you already know. And I was stuck with Joel, but that was fun. We had a good old time. Good
Yeah.
old time. Good old time. Doug, before I forget, you have something for this.
Yeah, so past guest news. As our guy, Chuck Wendig had the new book out, Calamities. The Calamities. So I've not started this yet. I literally just got it a day or two ago, and there's been a lot of shit going on. Um, there's a lot of this feels like a horror book with the show Succession on it. So that's kind of what it feels like. So are you still trying to get that fly? So like I said, I haven't started this yet, but hey, if the thing that's great about Wendig is every book it's its own little adventure. He doesn't do just like a genre. I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do. This is completely different than the other things he's done. This is not a small book. This is, let me look and see how many pages it is because it's a thick boy. It is 570 pages. So, which is not a small book. That's a pretty big boy. So, I'm looking forward to starting that. I have one other book I have ahead of that called A Short Day in Hell. That is like 120 pages that I need to read before I start digging into that big boy. So, looking forward. And, like I said, Wendig doesn't miss when it comes to books.
Good. Let's clap for our friends. Can we clap here? Yeah.
Yay!
All right, Doug. Something I'm doing tomorrow, y'all, is I'm going to the Potosi Brew Fest. It's my first time. It's the 18th.
Potosi, all right.
Potosi Brewery is a legacy brewery here. Actually, they are a nonprofit brewery. And the brewery's old, so the nonprofit protects the brewery. There is a museum there, a couple of museums there. There's a winery across the street, and its population, Doug, 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so like the brewery, I think when the brewery's like everybody's at the brewery, it's probably more population than the people.
Goodness. Like
It's not that big. It's not that big, but like it's funny.
I know. Yeah, I know they're a legacy like OG brewery in Wisconsin. They were at Great Taste, and I had a few of their beers, and they were excellent. So
okay. Tomorrow's their brew fest, and I will be there, and I am going as Badger Beer Report, but part of my job is to advertise and make sure people know that it's there tomorrow. I love the hours here, Doug. The VIP is from 12 to 4:30. Like my old ass can get home or get to where I need to stay, right? And 4:30 is just like the Great Taste at 6 is pushing it. Barrel and Flow is a different beast because that shit starts at what, like 3 and goes to like 9 or some bullshit. Like that's
it
cool.
does.
That's cool. But like that's a one-off for me. I'm trying to like get home by the time the sun is down. I'm like, when I was a kid, you had to be home before the lights. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do every time so I want to go out at like, I want the breweries to open at 9 a.m. Doug. I want the brewery. When we were at fucking Central Waters.
Yeah. Well, it was funny is like you do the same thing with movies. You're like, if I can't get in at the first showing at line 9 or 10 o'clock, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Like get me in early, get me out early. That's the one thing about the Great Taste. Their thing ends at like 6, which is awesome because you're just not like you could get your shit together, go eat some dinner, like get home, and it's not super late. Like the Barrel and Flow is not that animal. It is 9. You were
No, it's
if
a
you get the
different.
VIP, you're starting at noon. Like you're not starting at 3 or even 5. Like you're starting at noon. And it's
Yeah, you got to pace yourself differently for that kind of like
that's 9 hours of
evening
drinking.
kind of.
That is ridiculous.
Well, and it's the evening too. Like again, like I said, after dinner or dinner time, I'm done. Like I'm done drinking for the day. I want to be done. So I want to start at 9 a.m. And we were at the Central Waters at 10 for sure.
Yeah.
And Doug was scrambling for his keys or his
My
wallet at some
wallet.
point. Yeah,
Man, I
but
can't thank that dude enough for going to the bathroom and be like, somebody dropped his wallet here. And it was like, it's me.
I think he would have eventually went to the bathroom.
I think I would have been like, I need to retrace my step. But man, I was pumped
Right.
for
I
a
think
bit.
if you would have been like retrace, like you would, I don't think you were in retrace my step mode at that point. You were just in
No,
like,
I was
oh shit,
fuck.
panic mode. Like you weren't in like, okay, how do I like wait? How do I really? You know what I mean? You didn't get to that point until, and then he rolled up on you, I think, and
Mhm.
then I just saw the lady's arms like, and that was another great server. Um, I forget, was it Sarah?
Sarah?
Yeah,
Sarah.
yeah. Um, yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
which thing are you wanting to go to, Manny? Are you wanting to go to Great Taste or are you wanting to go to Barrel and Flow? Two different animals.
Oh, yeah. You should want to go to both for sure, right, Doug?
For sure. Both are worth it. Both.
Different
But you
vibes,
can,
though, Doug.
but
You
you
want to talk
can't.
about that?
Yeah,
Or go,
and you can't go
or
to
go.
both in the same year unless you're fucking super wealthy. But don't do that because, yeah,
Wow, that would be wild.
dude, that's like Phil Collins during Live Aid. I do a
That
show in
would be
Wembley, and then I do,
wild.
yeah. Whenever I can get on Greg's nerves. Sorry. All right. So Great Taste is like this big ass festival, like just big, and there's tons of people. And I'm going to say this: that don't people who are Wisconsinites or Great Taste folks don't take it. It feels a bit more impersonal. But I also have
Hmm.
5 years of going
Hmm.
to Barrel and Flow where I've created friendships and relationships where I just have people I know and I go, hey, great, how are you? How's things? Like if I went to Great Taste, I would establish that too. Um, you are going to get a huge swath of beers to try at Great Taste. You'll get a lot of things to try at Barrel and Flow, but there's a much more uh, sort of family communal feel to Barrel and Flow than it is in Great Taste, and I think it's just directly proportional to the size. Like, does that make sense? Like, Barrel and Flow's smaller doesn't mean it's small. There's like I think there's like 3 or 4 thousand people are there during the day of the festival, whereas I think Great Taste is more like 10. Like crazy amount of people at Great Taste versus Barrel Flow. Um, but it's a different vibe. And the one thing I will say is like with Great Taste versus Barrel Flow, you get if you want food, boy, you got food everywhere. Whereas Great Taste is a little more all our food's over here. And I didn't know where a lot of it was. And that's on me. I didn't look at the map. I could use a map. But yeah, you can't go wrong with either one. Different experiences, both great experiences. So pick it and enjoy the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to eat at Great Taste. I'm definitely trying to eat at Barrel and Flow. And I
Mhm.
think I think that the structure of the times enables that. Again,
Mhm.
great taste. If you eat a big breakfast, and remember, I was eating our leftovers from Vintage right before our Uber came to pick us up. So then
Yep.
I was good on food until we got to Ian's, right? Remember we went to the slice place afterwards?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, right. And I was good until then because I packed up enough during the day because we went for a big breakfast that day,
Yep.
and then I had my leftovers from Vintage, and then we were rolling in there at what 11, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. So then I'm not again, you're right. You have to go to the right places. Uh, Great Taste and Great Taste again. It's certainly not Barrel and Flow. Barrel and Flow as far as a festival goes. That shit's gourmet. Actually, think
Comparatively
about it,
speaking,
dog.
yes,
Yeah, like as far as like festival food, it is the best festival food you're gonna get. Period. Like it's
for
just
sure.
It's just it literally is top notch. Especially too if you get the VIP, and our friend Brianna makes that shit. Remember, Doug? Remember when she started making it? How respect to everybody, but it went up a level when she started doing it. Like that's a
sure.
fact.
Yeah,
Like
it
that was
was.
like right, right. So then that was another thing about Baronful. If you get the VIP, you can like pack up before, and especially that one year, respectfully, they left us like in a pen. Y'all said that, not me. Remember that?
Yeah,
Remember that?
because
The
they didn't let
VIP
us
was
go
like
out
this little
until like
area.
3.
It was that little area, and like, yeah, it was a couple of us in a group, and y'all were like, they let us. We're like cattle in a pen. We can't get out. And then
I
people were
didn't
talking
say
about
I
escaping,
did not
and
say that. I did not say
people.
that. There was another person
Listen,
who
I'm
said
just
that. It
saying.
wasn't me.
Listen, I'm just saying there were things heard in the VIP section. How about that? Okay.
I would like to point out
And,
that when that was happening, you had
and
just had a 50 milligram edible when you went before. So,
no,
uh,
either way, it happened.
I know, but
No.
you were in a whole other zone, so it's fine.
I wasn't the one whining about being let out in a pen or in a pen, but listen, black people, we get pretty harsh at sometimes, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
You know who I think said it? I think it was Lou in Bad and Bruising Banter. I think he's the one, if I
I know who
remember
said
right.
it, but I'm not calling them out on live stream.
All right.
But I know who's. I'll tell you in the post.
Okay.
And it's
Okay. Maybe I
oh,
had
it's
it
some
wrong then.
oh, it's someone who's been. Y'all know this person, so we can
All right.
narrow it down to that. Y'all know this person.
Yeah, we've only
We,
been
we
doing this for 7 years, so there's fucking hundreds of people that could be. But all right, it's cool.
look. I narrowed it down.
Yeah,
You can't
we'll
say I
talk in
vague
post. It'll be
booked.
fine. Yeah,
You can't say a vague book. Doug, are you ready to do what we were supposed to do tonight?
sure. I'm ready for whatever, man. Let's
Do it
do it.
live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Damn right.
All right. Well, I
Oh,
guess.
always just a groove, man. Just a groove.
All right, Doug. This is a groove. Oh,
Wrong
well,
one.
it will be. It will be, but that's
That's okay.
tomorrow. This
All
time.
right, here we go. All right, this has been a fascinating show to watch. This is Pitmasters on Food Network. Andrew Zimmern's the host. He's the main host, but there's like 3 Pitmaster folks. What is great about this show, it is not just like, here's your brisket, here's your ribs. All the teams have their own really interesting spin on how they do their pit stuff. And it is live fire and some smokers and different apparatus, but it's almost similar to 24 and 24, where it's like they are doing this constantly. They don't have like breaks, and they're doing it for a week. So what happens is it's like there's teams of 2, and one person be like, I'm going to go sleep for 2 hours. You wake me up, and I'll come back, and it will help. But what's cool about it is like there was a team that's from Canada that's like sausage experts. There's these folks who were like, my influence is Indian, so they did like Indian style barbecue, like Indian flavors and barbecue, which is fascinating. They did this group with were these 2 guys. One was Puerto Rican and one was Guatemalan, and they did like Central American style barbecue. And then there was a guy who was from Argentina who teamed up with a guy who's from America, and they did all these different styles of barbecue. It is not just like, here's your Texas, here's your Memphis, here's your Carolina barbecue. It wasn't that. It was like international barbecue styles, which was really fascinating to see how they did it. And there was these 2 women who are from Tennessee, and they are like, they do just really interesting stuff. And they incorporate a lot of vegetables in their barbecue, which is not what you normally see with barbecue stuff. Like you see your greens and whatever. No, they did all kinds of stuff. I just love the variety of interesting flavor profiles. Like one of the people, like to JT's point where he was talking about mashups, one of the people, this couple that's from Texas, and uh, they're both Mexican, and the guy does the barbecue stuff, but they incorporate, it's like Mexican barbecue, and his wife is a pastry chef, and it's like she does pastry chef shit, and it's like it is just the most interesting barbecue show I've ever watched. And they're now at the finale. Well, next to the finale, they have 3 teams left, and um, one of them is from Canada. One of the 3 teams left, and they're from like out west in Canada, like out in the middle of nowhere. And they like barbecue all year round, and 8 months of the year where they live, it's like winter. Just super fascinating to watch. I can't recommend that one enough. That's really really great show.
Cool. Oh, all right. Well, you have a slew of other things here that I made bigger so we could see them. What's going on with all this?
All right, so this is part of Mortal Content in September. I am having Aaron Softly and Victor Aragon on to rank the
Look at
Christopher
that
Nolan
plug.
movies.
Look at that plug. Love it.
Yeah. So we're going to rank all the Christopher Nolan movies. These are the ones I've watched so far, and I'm watching them in order of release. The following was his first. That is his shortest movie. That movie's like an hour and 10 minutes. You know Nolan, no movie is under 2 hours. Like all his movies are crazy long. So his following: Memento, Insomnia, Batman Begins, The Prestige, and Dunkirk. Now, Dunkirk is out of order. That I watched that because my wife said The Prestige and Dunkirk I hadn't watched yet. Those are the only Nolan movies I've never watched. So I have 7 more movies to rewatch. Well, not 7 because I'm not going to rewatch The Odyssey because it's still in theaters. I have my opinions on that movie. It's fucking
Don't
fantastic. But yeah,
hold on that. Keep going.
yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this because yeah, Insomnia I have a lot of opinions on, and I'm not going to say I'm here because you need to watch Mortal Kombat for that because I have a plethora of opinions on that movie.
Save some. Save some.
Yeah. But I have 6 of the remaining 7 movies to watch. I just started The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's the reason I started it and stopped instead of watched the rest. The opening sequence of Dark Knight is one of the best opening sequences of any movie ever. I just love the way they filmed that, where they're robbing the bank and they do the bus goes in and yeah. I'm not going to go too much farther than that. Just like if you like Christopher Nolan movies and you're curious what like me, Aaron Softly, and Victor Aragon think, it's not all our lists are going to be utterly different. So yeah, just tune in. That is September 8th. Let me just double check that date. September 8th. Mortal Content. Please check it out.
All right. All right, Doug. The segue is easy because I want to talk about this.
All right.
The segue is easy. I saw this at the Flicks Brew House, which is our brewery movie theater, which I have to add is fantastic. The beers are excellent. You walk in, you can just it's one of those places, Doug, where you can just walk in. You buy your tickets and you just walk in and sit down. Love that. I know people get annoyed by it, but I don't know. I'd rather do the QR code shit at the movie theater, Doug, than stand in the fucking line. And just have somebody come to me. You get, you do the gratuity. You hit the little button. She brings you another popcorn because it's refilled. It's great. It's great. I love it. Flicks Brew House beers are great. And I have to say, I got to see the Odyssey because I was talking to the brewmaster at the Great Taste, and he gave me 2 free tickets.
Oh, very nice.
Did he give you 2 free tickets? Oh, you weren't around at that point.
Nope, I wasn't.
I should have.
That's all right. That's right. I already saw it.
No, but that's when I needed you around because then you could have gave me the tickets because you don't have a Flicks Brew House. Anywho, went to see this, and it was epic. And I don't know, are we out of spoiler range for this? Should you have fucking seen it already yet, Doug? When is that time? When is it you should have fucking seen it already?
I think you give it a month. I think in this time frame, in this like when we were younger and like they didn't have the internet or the internet was in its infancy, you needed like 6 months. I think now it's a month. I think month is plenty.
Okay. Well, listen, this is one you need to see in the movie theaters.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll talk about it more because it's certainly going to be in our top 5 list. If it's not, Doug is going to get packed up and left for dry because I don't know what
Hey.
movies he's watching. If he finds 5 other movies better than that shit, that's all I got. Good luck finding. Listen, we got time, and it's cool, and everybody has their subjective opinion, but that motherfucker better be at least one slot in anybody's top 5, and if not, in my opinion, your top 5 is illegitimate. I'm saying it.
Not
I
saying
don't
anything. We'll see. We'll see what the
That's what I
gods
said.
bestow in that show.
I said what I motherfucking said.
Great.
Anyway, that's what I think of the movie. If y'all want to,
I'm gonna say one
y'all
thing.
y'all know the storyline, so there's no spoilers. What, Doc?
I'm gonna give you one spoiler. No Cyclops dong. That's the big detractor from that movie.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
can I just say that there's one thing that I saw that I thought was enormously funny, where someone said, "Oh, so those guys were on the sea for 20 years and never had any sex," and this guy commented below it, "Hey, I want you to sit down and I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to be really uncomfortable."
I think I sent that. I could be wrong.
You might have said it,
that.
but I was just like,
think
that
it
is
was
the
me.
best line. Hey, man, you're not going to like this, but
I'm not gonna make any more comments. We're gonna move. We're gonna shuffle along to did I talk about seeing this goofy ass movie?
no, you did not. Let's hear it.
Oh, I saw this goofy ass movie, and look, it's pretty simple actually. I don't know a He-Man person, meaning someone who liked He-Man when you were a kid, who didn't like that movie. The people who didn't like that movie, in my opinion, weren't He-Man people. So that's it. It's one of those things. Like, because I saw Pushback and it didn't do that well. They're making another one, so it was cool. I actually thought
Apparently
Jared
did well
Leto was pretty good. What'd you say?
Apparently did well enough. They're going to make another one.
Well, JC, are you a He-Man person? Because it's as what's the word? What's the fucking word? God damn it! Why can't I think of it? Batman and Robin was it? Remember Batman and Robin with George Clooney? That was, or the first Batman. What was that? What was that called?
Not Batman Forever. Batman was later.
What's it called when it's not? It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be stupid. It's meant to be goofy.
Oh, campy. Campy.
It's campy. Yes, thank you. This show is campy as fuck.
And that's what it should be. That's what that should be.
It's as campy as the. Thank you. Yes, it's as campy as the main show was. So, like, I literally hear every critique of it is that it's goofy. Yeah, it's fucking He-Man. Like, are y'all expecting it to be serious? It's so wild. It's so wild. He-Man, for what it was great. I literally thought it was. If you liked He-Man, you'll like it. There's so many throwbacks, so many Easter eggs. I thought it was good. And I don't know. A lot of the pushback too is because He-Man is woke and all this shit. Woke to some people is that the dude has emotions and he has empathy. And you can't be having empathy in a patriarchal society, Doug, if you're a man. No. That is only things that emotional women can do. Anyway.
Yeah, anywho.
Anywho, so on to that. So more dumb shit for Greg. I know y'all think this is dumb shit, but I loved it. I don't care. You know what else y'all gonna think is dumb shit? It's cool. It's these dumbass shows that I watch that fill my summer. I don't know what y'all want from the summer too. Let's talk about that real quick, Doug. In the summer, I swear to you, I just need like something that's on the TV. I need something that's just gonna pass me by. I don't need anything heavy, anything thick. As far as like these big shows, right? Like I need those shows in the winter, Doug. I don't know why. Like I want to cozy up and watch like, I know you don't like mob shows, but like I would cozy up and watch The Sopranos or like or a crime show, or like what's that one that we like, the mayor from
How is that
Easttown.
cozy?
The mayor from Easttown. I just want to. I don't know. I just that it's just.
Requires deeper thinking, maybe.
I don't know. Like I guess, but like I watched the mayor of Easttown. I remember Super Bowl. I was watching it during the Bengals Super Bowl with the Rams. I was literally watching that instead of that stupid shit. So, I like to consume these kind of shows, Doug. Like these, like in the winter, and then in the summer, I like again dumb shit like The Challenge, Big Brother, and it's just fucking dumb reality show drama bullshit. Between it's human interaction. To me, someone said that Big Brother is a perfect snapshot of today's society. Each one, and this one had they had their MAGA people and a red corner and all this other dumb shit going on in there, Doug. So like I don't know. It's both of them are fun. Yeah, and especially in the summer, JHG. I don't know about the summer. I watch a lot of soccer too, and soccer's in the summer, and that's brainless too. I don't know. There's something about that gets me. So, yeah, those two. I wouldn't recommend them to anybody, but I enjoy them. So, there's
I
that.
would like to point out, I saw this video where this person was talking about the show Love Island, which is in the vein of Big Brother.
Oh, it's right
it's all
there.
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's sitting right there.
And this person commented and said, "When are we going to start talking about how Love Island takes advantage of special needs kids who have no fucking brain?" And it was just like this thing, like we're having these very hot special needs people finger each other on camera. It was just the most wild fucking take. Now, if you've ever watched some clips from Love Island, those people are not bright. They might be really pretty, not bright folks going on that show, but call them special needs. Maybe that's insulting to special needs kids, but it was just really fucking funny and in just the context of what they were trying to say. Yeah, Silo season 3. I am so far behind on that, JHG. I really need to catch up. So I think I watched the first episode and I haven't gotten any farther. I need to. I was a little put off by the sort of amnesia stuff. So I need to get into it and just see that out, because the first 2 seasons of that show were just amazing. So,
And I hear Ted Lasso's woke and people are pushing back on him.
Ted Lasso has always been woke. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that. That's always been woke. Like people going, "Hey, Homelander's a bad guy," and the boys, like, yeah, that guy has always been a Trump fucking derivative. That's what they made that guy.
But Ted again, is Ted Lasso? I've seen like 2 episodes and I didn't get enough into it to know. But is Ted Lasso another man that shows empathy and emotion? So now he's woke. Is that because that's what they're starting to put woke in? I think I see,
Yes.
Which is if a man has empathy and is empathetic to anything besides himself and his own personal fucking space, then he's woke.
Also, they allow a woman like Hannah Waddington. I can't remember how to pronounce it. That woman is a goddess. She is a like 6'1" goddess of a woman who's blonde and British and doesn't take shit. And that woman just like rules when she's on the screen. And Ted and Jason Sudeikis just lets her do her thing and just is awesome with her. Like that show. If you there's a show where there's a scene, if you want to watch it, it's the dart scene in Ted Lasso. If you want to see something where you listen to this guy talk about just shit and Hannah Waddington is in the background, that episode, that scene is just one of the most interesting scenes. Just you go on YouTube, you can find that. It's totally worth it. Yep, the dart scene is amazing.
All right, Doug. I think. Hold on. I think this might apply. You have something to talk about music-wise?
Yes.
Ask me a question.
And And I talked to Imani about this question, and that's why we had a pretty good conversation about it. It wasn't a long combo, but it was interesting. So here's my question to you: what is the best pop song that incorporates a choir into it?
I need to. You have to set. You have to give me.
I'm going to give you a few that I came up with. That now Imani came up with a few, and I'm going to have to pull up what he said. But
A choir?
yeah, so I'm going to give you a few that I came up with. My favorite out of all of these is probably "Like a Prayer," "Like a Prayer" by Madonna.
That was what I was gonna. That was.
Yeah, and the other thing was "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson, which is just like that choir comes in just like fuck. Like why am I not doing more? That's a problem. But that song makes you feel like you're not doing enough. But it doesn't have to be that deep. It can be a lot of different things. It could
It has to
be
be pop though.
pop or just I'm gonna say pop just because it's not something where it's like it's just gospel music with choir. I don't want that. I just mean something that is not gospel. If that makes sense.
A great gig in the sky, Pink Floyd.
Okay,
Or no, that's not a choir. That's one lady. All right.
Like,
is it November Rain?
that has a cool choir in it. Yeah.
There we go. Oh wow, this is yeah. Yo, I'm not allowed I'm not allowed to be put on. Only you, Doug, on the spot.
Only me? What?
Oh,
Christ.
isn't there no, they did that in concert. I'm thinking of the Black Crows. I thought they had a choir song. No, not Remedy.
No, Remedy's not the right one for that, but
or no, is November Rain an orchestra? I'm confused.
yeah, I can't remember if it's an orchestra or.
I was going to say Metallica, but that's an orchestra, not a choir.
Yeah, another one that is now Queen has done it multiple times, but I think Somebody to Love has a lot of choir shit in it that I think is really amazing.
I'm thinking of hip hop too. I'm trying to think of like hip hop shit.
Oh, there's got to be things like that.
Right. What are the comments? It was orchestra for November Rain. Okay. Now you just want to make me go to Google.
Yeah.
Oh, Doug, do we have a guest next week? Are we?
I think we're.
Excuse the harsh words. Free balling again.
Let me find it. I'm pretty sure we don't have a guest, but let me.
No. I'll look. You continue to do what you're doing. I'll go to the. I got it right here.
Okay.
Or I think I got it right here. Man, I hate when I had to reboot my whole computer this week, and like none of my things are like I'm not logged into anything. Now this fly is getting on my damn nerves. Okay, so wait, what is this? What are we doing? Okay. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of one. There's like, oh yeah, this is a good one. Will You Be There by MJ? Good one. That has a nice.
Yeah.
There's one called Clarity by Zed. That is just this like fancy song with just this choir element that's just really excellent.
Zed.
I know Zed sounds goofy, but like if you heard it, you'd be like, "It's our love." And my clarity. I'm bad at singing, so let's just not do that. Yeah, it's just one of those things where like I did that, and what prompted this was I was watching this video on Instagram, and listen, it fucking sucks. I can't watch TikTok because that's owned by fucking Republican ninnies. Instagram's owned by Zuckerberg, like, where do I go and watch mindless shit? That's what I want to go. I want to not think about shit and how the world is on fire, and I want to watch dumb videos for fucking an hour. That's what I want to do. So Instagram is just less shitty than TikTok, I guess. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Well, I don't need to say what I always say, so we'll just. Oh yeah, Doug. While we're here, just want to shout out our collaboration beers. They're all still out there. The Williams Pastry Stout is on Nitro only in Port Washington, y'all. The Laminar Flow is still flowing out there. If you like Bomb Pop Juniors and you are in the Lake Geneva area, and if you're in the Lake Geneva area, good on you, because those people got money down there. Money, cha-ching.
I have a
Anyway.
I just thought of a great choral one, and it's "I Want to Know What Love Is" by Foreigner. I want to know what love is.
Yeah, don't sing it. We'll get flagged. The Shoreline Picnic Table, drinkable 3.6 session beer that crafted by Joel Geyer, that Dead Bird, and you heard Doug talk about Stout Blood American recipe by my friend Dan Devaney, brewed by my friend Caleb, brewer at Sunshine. It's all out there still for y'all to have if you're in Wisconsin. Check it out. Doug, you have any more? Any more choir people?
I'm sure there's a million
So,
more.
Doug, you said the world's on fire, right?
Yes.
So,
sadly.
what state this week, Doug? This week specifically is the most embarrassing. The last 7 days. Who
it's
pops
Texas.
out at you?
Texas.
Okay. Dare I ask the reason, or do we want to go down that rabbit hole, or do we just want to say Texas and move along?
Their Republican nominee for senator is Ken Paxton, who has been fucking convicted by his own Republican peers for corruption.
Oh, so he's perfect for them.
Yeah,
He's convicted felon.
and he is getting divorced because his wife is divorcing for biblical reasons because he fucked around on her, paid for an abortion. He's just a fucking terrible person. And he's running against James Tallarico, who is like the poster boy for white Christianity, who's a Democrat.
Oh, that's great.
This is a good Mississippi. All right, I would like to hear why Mississippi is in that running. Not saying it's not. My sister-in-law lives there, and I fear for her every day. So,
well, the question was this week. I mean, if if people are just saying most embarrassing, that's cool. I mean, we're not arguing that it's not embarrassing, right? We certainly are not. But yeah, this week, I don't. Do I have one this week? Like this week specifically, I don't. I'm not that in tune, so I can't just pop off. Actually, how about this? Oh yeah, Illinois. Illinois. Let's do Illinois. Why, Doug? Because Illinois announced this week that they're going to raise their toll roads like the most they've ever risen them. Like they're gonna have an increase, like the biggest increase ever. And like, if anybody, I don't know if y'all know, anybody who lives in the Midwest knows the fucking disaster that the roads are, the tolls are. Yeah, he and people are not happy about that. Yeah, so Illinois for being an atrocious state for taxes. Like, listen, Doug, we're on the side of the world that generally doesn't mind taxes, right? Like we understand
as long as they're going
why we're here.
Help.
We understand why they're here. We understand why they have to be. We don't run around yelling that we're taxed too much. And then once we're not taxed, our infrastructure goes down. No, we want our infrastructure to be good. But Illinois is a place that it just seems like there's just a funnel of money going into like Michigan or something. And like it just I don't know what they can't keep their fucking football team. And it's just I don't know what the fuck Illinois is doing. Like Chicago is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking shit on Chicago, but Illinois as a whole is just a fucking hot mess. It's just. Mm-mm-mm. There's no avoiding the tolls in Illinois. You just can't do it. So if you want to go from Wisconsin to like the east, you just can't do it. So like it's and Manny will tell you too. Like getting around the city, sometimes you just can't do it. Like they got a stranglehold, dog. They know which fucking roads to fucking toll, and then they toll them hard. But look, at least you can just roll through them, dog. You don't have to stop at the toll booth all the time now. They got rid of the toll booth, so that's at least good. But then you're gonna get a fucking check in the mail, and then if you don't get a mail, you get a warrant, and it's just a
Yeah, DC's the same way. So.
it's a hot mess. All right, Doug. Is it time for this? Unless, sir, you had more to talk about.
Nope.
Okay. So what did you have?
So I had the double sticky alt beer from Giant Joe's.
Oh, that's one I know really well.
Yes, this is excellent, delicious, 9.6. So high ABV guy. So just tread lightly, but goddamn delicious, super tasty. So yeah,
Tread fun with them. Oh, that's all you had was the doppel sticky?
I started this scaredy cat, but I had that last week. But I'm not sure I'll finish that because I do have to get up early tomorrow to drive down to Pennsylvania. So I might not finish that.
New Glarus Creek, it's great. You had it though.
Oh yeah, you had the creek. You had the creek tonight.
Yeah, I was creaking it. I'm creaking it. Yeah. I figured, Doug. It was like I said. I didn't. Like I said, in y'all missed whoever was there for the music. I said I didn't have really many good beers, Doug. So I was down in my creek. I have a Schlitz that I'm still holding for you. So I got to put that in the mail. But I was gonna drink that, but I'm like, I don't even want a damn Schlitz anymore. Like I'm good. I had enough of it. It's good.
Yeah, the novelty, so it's good.
It was a novelty for like an afternoon, and it was great during that afternoon. But yeah, and I also had this Rookery. They are a brewery that's looking for a home, but they make really nice saisons and all kinds of really fun beers that Doug would like, if that makes sense. With like weird ingredients and different like
that's all in my wheelhouse.
I mean, that's in my wheelhouse too. But Doug, you like to take the adjuncts to it.
It's a different level, baby.
All right, Doug. So we're gonna plug next week, and next week is dun 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 dun.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And it's definitely probably
sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Because it's just us, Doug, and that's who it is next week. And then the week after, Doug, you have off.
Yeah, I'm going to an Alabama Shakes concert. So yeah.
Are you going to shake it at the Alabama Shakes?
Shake.
Are you one of them white people that move your hips? I know you can dance, Doug. I know you can.
Dude, who are you talking to? Yeah, I can shake my hips. I'll be doing that.
But will you be shaking your hips at the Alabama Shakes concert?
For sure. Why not?
Okay. Are you embarrassing, or can you still hold it up? What's going on?
I do it as long as my knees hold up. My knees are the problem, not the hips.
Okay. Listen, I gotta question a white boy dancing. I'm sorry,
For sure, dude.
Okay. You understand where that's coming from. It's not because of you.
No, I get it.
I've never seen you dance, Doug. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't dance much anymore just because my body can't handle, because I absolutely beat the shit out of my body in my teens, 20s, 30s, to the point
hooping and all that shit and dancing.
Hooping and dancing. Like I'm telling you, I just drinking like an idiot, like all the time. Like my body is just like, all right, man, you did that. Now you're gonna pay the piper, and the piper is my knees.
Me too, man. Playing hockey goalie, it came back.
I can
really
imagine.
Fast. It's not great, but Doug, it's not even for lack of like being in position, because one of the best places ever is the fucking the Barrow and Flow fucking bottle share where everybody's dancing at some point.
Yep.
And I never caught you dancing there, so I guess it's never gonna.
I danced some. You just weren't around me. You were
Okay,
you were doing
okay,
your
I
thing.
got you. Like you got to move your hips at some point at the Barrow and Flow. Like at some point, like it's just so contagious there, right? Like I was dancing in New Orleans. I remember that. I was dancing in New Orleans this year. So good time. Like again, whoever does the DJ too, right, Doug? Is this? They always pick a superb DJ. Like, but of course, black people, we ain't gonna have no bad DJ. What are we doing? Like, you know, we're gonna have Mark Ronson. Doug.
Man, dude. Oof. If he DJ'd one time, I think I'd pass out. That would be
Doug.
good.
That's when you know we made it. We're gonna have an event, and Mark Ronson's gonna be the DJ. That's how. Look
again.
Never say never, bruh. We've been going 6 years. We can go another 70, and Mark Ronson will,
man. God willing,
he'll throw us a bone one day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Doug, I'm not gonna throw you a bone. I had my chance.
Look at fucking Rod. Hey man, let me stroll in at the end of the street.
Yeah, when I'm talking about throwing a bone at you.
Hey man, let's keep that where it is. Man, I love you, dude. This is the best.
We need to end this disaster. Cheers, Rod. Cheers. All right, Doug.
Cheers, everybody.
See you next week, right?
Yes, sir. Take care,
likely.
folks. Cheers, folks.